everyone is having a beautiful day. You are tuned in to the Dr. Simone Show, brought to you by Bell Entertainment Television. You know, the company and the entertainment company that's doing it for the people and by the people and has the love for the people. So, you know, if it's somebody or something that loves the people, I love the people too. I thank you, Bell Entertainment, for allowing me to come and reach the wonderful, fine, amazing, strong people of Jamaica and in the Caribbean, just to give a little bit of myself in order to help anyone else who may need it. Today, our discussion is going to be about procrastination. Now, we all know what procrastination is. It's that thing that keeps us from moving forward. Either sometimes it has to do with fear, other times it has to do with not knowing, other times it just has to do with just being plain lazy. Okay. But what we have to understand with not moving and having procrastination is that everything will either stay the same or you will begin to revert backwards and not make any forward movement to where you are supposed to be and where your life is supposed to, supposedly or ultimately, is supposed to flourish into and supposed to arrive at. So we're going to talk about procrastination, and we all have done it. I've done it. I still do it. Not as a big of a scale as I used to. Before, it was all over everything. I didn't want to do anything. And sometimes we have procrastination when we have a loss in our lives, when it takes away our energy, when it takes away the love that we have and the passion that we have in life. So we're going to talk about all of those things. I also want to say thank you to everyone who sent my daughter prayers this week. She got hurt very, very badly at school, to which she is out for a month and is not cleared by the doctor yet to go back, and she has to get physical therapy. So thank you for everyone who's been reaching out, who's been praying for my daughter, and I will keep you updated on that. So without further ado, again, you are watching the Dr. Simone Show, brought to you by Bell Entertainment Television, and we're going to talk about procrastination. Now, I have a statement or a quote that I have put out before, and a lot of people started to use it. People were putting it on shirts. People were quoting it. It's called, and I'm going to try to get it right because it's like a math equation. So it's procrastination plus lack of motivation equals stagnation. So I'm going to repeat that again. So it's called procrastination plus lack of motivation equals stagnation. So when you have, and you could interchange the lack of motivation with the procrastination, but it always will equal stagnation. So when you have procrastination, when you're not moving, when you have no desire, when you have all these thoughts in your head, but you don't have the action to let it come out and put the energy towards it for everything to come through the way it should, you are doing yourself a disservice. You are not living to your fullest potential. So you have this procrastination, this non-movement, this I'll do it later, or maybe I'll do it another time, or maybe I don't want to do that. And then when you're having this procrastination, when you're sitting back and you're not doing anything, you have what? A lack of motivation, which means you have no energy. Now, when you have no energy and it causes you to procrastinate, one plus the other will equal stagnation. And stagnation is when you are stuck, when you cannot move from where you are. So when you have procrastination plus a lack of motivation, which is no energy, you're going to stay stuck. Now, I'm going to tell you, we were not put on this earth to stay stuck. Now, I'm not going to say it's always easy to get up and do everything. We have lives, we have kids, we have relationships, we have work, we have sicknesses, we have relatives we have to take care of. But even in the midst of all that, we have to find the time to live our lives. We have to find the time to really find out what makes us grow and what makes us tick. And a lot of things in life can lead us down to depression or just, not wanting to do anything. And that really does us a disservice because you're not seeing what's on the other side. You're not seeing what is going to come through for you. We're so busy all the time doing everything for others, and when we're doing things for other people and we see it coming through for them and we see it making it happen for them and they're elevating and they're motivating and they're doing everything, that still does not a lot of times, give us the motivation to want to do it for ourselves. We'll take that we're pouring into somebody else, and we'll take what they're doing and how it's benefiting them, and we'll just take a little piece of that and say, oh, well, they're doing that because, I helped, or they're doing that and I'm so happy to see that they're doing it because I love this person. But yet, where are we? Still in the starting gate, or still sitting in the stands. Like they say, life isn't built to just sit in the stands. And I know some of us have ideas and we have passions, and those passions and those ideas can make us confused with the anticipation and the excitement, and a lot of times not knowing which way to start, a lack of direction. It will cause us to just be frozen. But you have to understand that any little step that you make, any little step that you do, is a step in the right direction. If you want things to change, you have to be the change. If nothing changes, nothing changes. I'm going to say that again, because sometimes people hear it and they're like, what? If nothing changes in your life, if you don't actively make a change, if nothing changes, on the other side of that, nothing in your life will change. So if you don't put the fire to the firecracker, let's say, if you don't put the fire to the wick to make the firecracker explode and have all the fireworks come out, then guess what? The firecracker stays the same. That is exactly how our lives are. And that leads to the next thing we're going to talk about when we come back from our break. We're going to talk about how fear plays a part in our procrastination, how fear does not allow us to be who we need to be, and keeps us from seeing who we really are. So again, you are watching the Dr. Simone Show, brought to you by Bell Entertainment Television. I am so happy to be in your presence, and I will see you when we get back from the break. Go ahead and get some ice cream or something else and come on back, and let's finish this conversation, because it is for you and it is about you. Dr. Simone.
Bell Entertainment TV. Come and share your world with us.
This is Lennox Lewis, last undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Big up Bell Entertainment TV. They're the best. Don't mess with them, else I'll knock you out.
Bell Entertainment TV, out of your own community, Hopewell, Hanover, we have flexible package deals to suit all your advertising needs. Promote your business on our weekend talk shows, upcoming artists and event promoters. Be our guest on the corner and listening while we dissect Jamaica on Real Life JA. Watch your favorite movies and community events. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook on Bell ENT TV. We are waiting for you to come and share your world with us.
Hey, Dr. Simone here. Remember to catch me every Saturday at 5 p.m. on Bell Entertainment Television, where I will be there to motivate and inspire you. I will be talking about everything from becoming the you've always wanted to be, to relationships, to kids, to love, to marriage, to anything that you want me to talk about. Just let me know what it is. I'm here to walk this walk and take this journey with you. I am your doctor. So again, don't forget, every Saturday, 5 p.m., Bell Entertainment Television. Dr. Simone, your doctor, is out. Okay, and we are back. You are watching the Dr. Simone Show, brought to you by Bell Entertainment Television. So just to recap what we were talking about in the beginning, we were talking about Procrastination. That's the title of today's show, procrastination. You know, when we don't move forward, when we say, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it another time, or and it never gets done. Talking about procrastination. And in the last segment, I gave you a little math formula, which is procrastination plus a lack of motivation equals stagnation, which means if you continue to say, I'm gonna put it off till tomorrow, next week, blah, 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 I'll get to it when I get to it, and you're not motivated to get to it, guess what? Equals stagnation, equals you just sitting still. And by the time we realize we're just sitting still, years and months and years and all this time has passed by. And then it also causes us to have more anxiety because we're like, well, where should we start? I wasted all this time. Okay, so that was in the beginning. Now we're going to move on to fear. Fear plays a big role in procrastination. Now, if you procrastinate, that doesn't make you a bad person. I procrastinate too. I'm not even going to lie. There are some things that I just say, I'll do it another time. But I know that in the back of my mind, if I don't get up and do it, it'll never get done. And if it doesn't get done, it's going to just keep eating at me, especially if it's a dream of mine or a goal of mine or something like that. I have to get it done because if I don't, my spirit does not rest. But on, the path of procrastination, if you will, there is something called fear. And for a lot of people, fear means face everything and run. Face everything and run, or look at everything you have and run away from it. Procrastinate from, don't do it. When in actuality, fear should stand for face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. Rise to the occasion. Give the energy. Do what you need to do, because if you don't do it, it ain't gonna get done. But fear is so big. Fear paralyzes us. There are times where fear comes from us saying, I already tried it once, or I tried it twice, and it didn't happen, so I don't think it's gonna happen now. You have to understand that things are not always going to happen on the first go. Things are not always going to happen when you first do it, because there are little steps that either we're missing, or there are things that are along the line that we need to learn in order for it to be a success. Or simply put, it's not the time or the season for whatever we're trying to do to come through. But that doesn't mean you stop trying. It just means that you keep going until that plant, that dream bears fruit. But fear, thinking back on how it didn't work for us or how it didn't work for somebody else, it keeps us paralyzed. It keeps us feeling, I don't want to move because I don't want to mess up. I don't want to move because I don't want to waste the time. I don't want to move because I don't think it's going to happen anyway. And when we do that, we take the power from ourselves. When we do that, we diminish our gifts, we diminish our energy, we diminish who we are. And that fear keeps us in that one little spot. It keeps us in that one little place. And even though we're in that one little place, we'll still sometimes come up with excuses by saying, the procrastination is sneaking in. We'll do it another time. We'll do it this. We'll do this. Give me more time. Or we'll come up with the excuse, well, I can't do it right now because, I'm doing this for this person, or I can't do it now because I have to pay this bill, or I can't do it now because such and such is coming up and I can't miss whatever that thing is that's coming up. That is just our fear keeping us from being and achieving what we need to be and achieve. Fear is keeping us making those excuses to not move. And when we make those excuses, although we feel bad about making those excuses, at least it gives us a cushion, because if things don't work out, we can always blame it on something else. We can't just blame it on the fact that we just procrastinated and had no energy. We can blame it on whatever we were saying that was keeping us from what we need to what we were supposed to do. That gets old. And we get old. And like I say all the time, it's a shame to have so many dreams and so many things, and then one of these days, you're no longer here, and your gifts and everything you wanted to do die with you. We got to stop the procrastination. I was watching, and this is one of my favorite, and you probably are going to laugh at me like, Dr. Simone, what are you doing watching a cartoon? But I'm going to tell you, okay? And this goes with procrastination, and it also goes with fear. Fear paralyzing us. So I'm going to tell you the story anyway, okay? So I don't know how many of you know Kung Fu Panda, okay? Kung Fu Panda. If you have little kids, you probably know Kung Fu Panda, okay? So I was watching Kung Fu Panda. And Master Shifu, I was watching it with my daughter, and Master Shifu took Kung Fu Panda and made him teach this class with all of these experts, but he wanted him to teach the class. Kung Fu Panda was in the class messing up. The people he was teaching was going past him. He was messing up. He was falling. They weren't learning anything. They were, talking about it. He started to feel fear. He started to feel upset. He was like, why did Master Shifu do this to me? Why am I in here? I mean, I'm not good enough to be in here. So, after the class, he went and he found Master Shifu. And he said, upset, Master Shifu, why did you do that? Why did you put me in that class? Why did you have me with all those experts? What is the problem? I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I couldn't do it. I'm not good enough to do it. Master Shifu looked at him, and I'm going to paraphrase, and he said to him, if you only do what you can, you'll never be better than you are now. Or something along those lines, but it was like that. If you only do what you're able to do now, like what comes easy to you, then you'll never be better or never move past where you are now. So if you let the fear keep you where you are, if you keep telling yourself, I'm no good, I can't do it, you're never going to be any better than the person you're sitting at right now, who you are right now. If Master Shifu did not push him, and without him knowing, push him into that arena, push him into that situation. If Master Shifu would have went up and just said, hey, Kung Fu Panda, I want you to go ahead and teach these classes with these experts. I need you to go ahead and show them everything you know. Even though they know more than you, I need you to go in there and teach that class. It's going to be crazy in there, but I need you to teach it. Kung Fu Panda would have said, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And he's going to have a whole lot of reasons why. He's going to have procrastination. He's going to have fears because, well, see, I can't do it because I can't do it. Right? Because this, and he wouldn't go do it. He wouldn't take that step. But sometimes we got to be pushed into that step. And when he was pushed into that step, he didn't like it. He didn't pass the first time. He was in there looking crazy. But like Master Shifu said, if you only do what you can, or what you know how to do, you'll never move forward. You'll never be better than you are now. So if I didn't put you in that situation, you would have procrastinated, and fear would have kept you from learning. And just because you didn't, succeed the way you wanted to succeed in the beginning, you still learned, you still tried it, and you still saw that, along the lines you've taken the steps, and you're going to get where you need to get. But if I didn't push you, you would have stayed. So sometimes we don't have a Master Shifu to push us. Sometimes we don't have people to say, I see your smarts and I want to push you out there and I want you to do what you need to do and everything else. Sometimes we don't have that. Or many times we don't have that, to be honest with you. But we have to do that for ourselves. Even if it's scary, even if we don't think we're going to pass, even if we think that we're going into a situation where people know more than us, if that's where you are meant to be and that's where you want to go and that's going to lead you to have your dreams and your wishes and your desires fulfilled and it's going to lead you to the next step and elevation, then guess what? Throw procrastination. And what goes with procrastination? Fear out the window. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to walk into a situation a little nervous, but at least you're doing what? Walking into the situation. You're not staying stagnant. You're not staying where you are. I had that happen to me this week. I had teaching a meditation class. I'm teaching some classes and everything. And somebody who is very high up, another doctor, heard about what I was doing. And he called me and we were talking and he said, well, I need to know more about it. And my procrastination first said to him, oh, well, I'm not done with the classes yet. The classes are going to start in June, so I need a little more time. He said, no, I can't wait till June. I want to hear it now. I want you to tell me about it now. I need to talk to you today, now. And I was ready to procrastinate, and fear had me paralyzed. But I didn't have anybody to tell me, Dr. Simone, go ahead and do it. So I had to do it myself. So I had to man up. And I had to say, you know what, I'm not going to be scared. He might know more than me, but I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do what I need to do and I'm going to rock it out. Because if I don't take this step, I'm not going to be anywhere past where I am right now. So I said, yes, I will talk to you today. Went into that meeting and I floored him. So if I didn't take that step, if I would have procrastinated and said, oh, just going to wait till the classes are done, I'll talk to you again in June. Not only would I have missed an opportunity to make a connection, but I also wouldn't have known how strong I am, how smart I am, how I can rise to the occasion. And I wouldn't have been able to go in there and show him what I knew. It would have kept me right in the place that I was. And I'm glad that I didn't let that happen, because fear is a real thing. Procrastination is a real thing. So sometimes we have procrastination because we have no energy, because we have so many things that we're doing, or we're blaming other things that we're doing for other people on the fact that we can't do for ourselves. So that was the one thing. The next one was the fear. And I had fear. Fear will cause you to procrastinate. So what we're getting ready to do now is I'm getting ready to take another break, and I'm going to come back, and I am going to give you my well wishes and my goodbyes and all of that. But again, procrastination is not the ticket. You have dreams and energy and beautiful things inside that need to come out. So we're not going to procrastinate. We are not going to have people keep us in where we are. And we're not going to do that to ourselves. We're going to keep ourselves in the jail. No, we got the keys to let ourselves out of the jail. That's what we're going to do. So when we get back, I'm going to do my recap, and I'm going to let you go. But again, this is from Bell Entertainment Television. You are watching the Dr. Simone Show. Hey, Dr. Simone here. Remember to catch me every Saturday at 5 p.m. on Bell Entertainment Television, where I will be there to motivate and inspire you. I will be talking about everything from becoming the you've always wanted to be, to relationships, to kids, to love, to marriage, to anything that you want me to talk about. Just let me know what it is. I'm here to walk this walk and take this journey with you. I am your doctor. So again, don't forget, every Saturday, 5 p.m., Bell Entertainment Television. Dr. Simone, your doctor, is out. And welcome back to the Dr. Simone Show. Today we were talking about procrastination. I gave you the little setup about procrastination plus lack of motivation equals stagnation. And we talked about also how fear plays a role in procrastination. So what I want you to do this week is, even if you're scared, even if you have no energy, but there's something that you're looking to do, something that you're looking to accomplish, take little steps. People don't move mountains by just taking the whole mountain and moving it up to the side. No, to move a mountain, sometimes people take little pebbles, and they move them and they let them go. That's what we got to do. So this week, no procrastination. This week, throw fear out of the window. Remember, if you only do what you know how to do, you'll never be better than you are now. So with that, Dr. Simone from the Dr. Simone Show is wishing you a wonderful, great, amazing, strong, strength-filled, fearless week. And I want to say that I'm here for you. I want to tell you, if you need to get in contact with me, you know how to do it. Either send me an email or go to www.drsimone.com, which is DRSAMONE. The Dr. Simone Show is brought to you by the amazing, incomparable, I can never say that word, Bell Entertainment Television. I thank them for giving me the opportunity to come and reach you. Remember, I'm your doctor. I'm here to help you. If you have any topics or anything you want to discuss, let me know. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful life. And again, Bell Entertainment is the way to go. Whatever they're doing in Jamaica, you need to support them, because they for you people. They're for us.